Good morning, Carrillo Ranch. Today is Friday, the 17th of May, 2024. Today we will see sunny skies with a high of 101 degrees, winds from the west-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Overnight, we will have a few passing clouds with a low of 71, winds from the northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunrise was at 5:41 a.m. and sunset will be at 7:40 p.m. Today's air quality is 115, which is unhealthy for some sensitive groups. Lunch for today will be cheese or pepperoni pizza, superpower salad, fresh fruit, and veggies. Ace supper will be pretzel dog, fruitable, apple, and applesauce. Breakfast for Monday will be cereal and string cheese, fresh fruit, and 100% fruit juice. Lunch will be bean and cheese empanada, fruitable, and fresh fruit. Ace's supper will be beef and cheese taquitos, fresh fruit, and veggies. And as always, with every meal, white or chocolate milk is available. Enjoy! Ranchers, we've made it. 13 days left of school. Today is letter M for mom, which is appropriate since it's May and we celebrate our mothers in May. Did you know that there are roughly 82.5 million mothers in the United States and more than 2 billion worldwide? And typically, the first sound a baby vocalizes is the ma sound, so it makes sense that in almost every language, the word for mother begins with the letter M or is some iteration of the ma sound. Have a great day and tell your mama thank you.
Hi, I'm Asia from 601. Did you know that Earth isn't actually round and the moon is drifting away from Earth by... Hi, I'm Asia from 601. And today we're putting the spotlight on S stands for safe. Ways to be safe are by keeping our hands and fingers to ourselves, keeping our feet to ourselves, keeping our mouth to ourselves, using friendly words, thinking before we speak or act, following directions and school rules. Bye.
Good afternoon, ranchers. My name is Mr. Salcida, and let's talk about Fun Field Day. I'll be going over some of the games you'll be playing out there today. Let's get into it. The first game we'll get into is Sponge Tag, a game where taggers will have a sponge with them, and their goal is to get you wet. Sponge taggers have the option to choose to go back and forth between the buckets and soak multiple people, or hand it off, as we see in the case in the video, to somebody they just recently soaked. Rounds will last 1 to 2 minutes at a time. The goal is to stay inside the cone zone as best as you can and just have fun with the game. We'll make sure to constantly fill up the buckets because this game does use a lot of water. So be patient with the teachers filling up buckets, please, and have fun out there. And to answer your question, yes, the cone zone will be much bigger than this. This is just an example. Next up is the obstacle course. There'll be two teams against one another. They'll be trying to carry cups of water on top of their head, getting through all the obstacles without dropping as much as they can, and finally getting to the bucket and dumping off their water. The team that has the most water at the end of each round will be declared the winner. Here we see both sides going at the same time, and they have to go through the soccer poles, swerving in and out, trying their best to hold their cup of water above their head, followed by the banana hurdles. And then once you get past the soccer poles, the next person on your team is free to go. Here we have Benji cruising through the banana hurdles, followed by the floor is lava poly spots. Try your best to stay on as much as you can, followed by the hurdles. You can choose to jump or step over. And lastly, a hoop to go under. As you can see, he dumps off his water into the bucket and then gets back into the line. If you do knock over a hoop, no worries, someone will grab one Just make sure when you dump off your water that you do take your cup with you. That way you can give it to the next person in line so your team can keep scoring more water into that bucket. And the final game is called This or That. This is a sitting down game in which groups of students will be passing around sponges. When they hear the whistle go from the teacher watching you, you have to choose to either soak the person to your left or to your right. And just like sponge tag, this game uses a lot of water. So please be patient with the teachers with us getting more water for you. It's a fun game overall, and your goal is just to get as soaked as possible and enjoy your time out there. Thank you for watching, and remember, your number one goal is to have fun. I'll see you around.